let's fucking go, man. Tokyo Ghoul Chapter 76. Now, before we get into it, I have to say something. First of all, for those of you that are in the chat, I hid the chat. I hid the chat straight away from the beginning because I thought about it, and I was like, I really don't, I love you guys. I really don't trust you motherfuckers sometimes, though. I'm not trying to get spoiled right before the live reaction, and instantly, I knew that was one of my problems with doing streams for Tokyo Ghoul in the first place. But, regardless of the chat's hidden, I'm going to check out the chat after I get through the live reaction. Otherwise, I'm just going to live react like normal, like as though I recorded the video and uploaded. I'm not going to engage with you guys until after I read through the chapter. So that's pretty much how it's going to be. I wanted to do it this way. I wanted to have a live event just because a lot of people have been asking me to do this for Tokyo Ghoul. And I really don't want to. And this is a one-time thing. I guarantee. I don't care how well this is received. I don't care what you guys say to me. I'm going back to the recordings. But we're gonna try this out this one time. You know, I wanted to do something special for you guys, and I know this chapter is gonna be crazy. After last chapter, man. After that shift in KANEKI'S resolve, and I'm completely enthralled with the symbolism that Ishida has placed into this work, with the egg, you know, the destruction of the world. You know, it even ties back to the bird cage and everything like that. But we can talk about that all after the fact. I really just want to dive into the chapter. And one last thing I will say is, yes, I'm well aware of the Abraxas theories. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch Chibi's video. He explains it pretty well there. But without further ado, let's get into the chapter, man. Titled Lazy Dearth. That's an interesting chapter title coming off of last week's, dude. Yo. Look at Arima in this panel, son. He looks so ever since his little battle armor has been exposed. Looks like an absolute boss. Parallels even physically between him and Kaneki are insane. And yo, what the fuck, son? The shell has been broken. From within, something is born. Yo. See, I knew the white hair was definitely coming back, dude. The symbolism of that alone is powerful. The egg being shattered. The world has been destroyed. Something new is born. His will to live. Due to that kind of it's almost as if, and I can see it clearly now, that his mental state is probably going to be one of the most whole that it's ever been. This might very well be, you know, the pinnacle of his evolution in terms of his mental state and his persona. He may very well be the most whole that he's ever been at this stage. Which, as far as that goes to the, you know, with the parallels to the Kakuja right now, because looking at him, dude, both hands are clawed up. So dude, this shit looks fucking savage. It's sleek as fuck. I'm guessing that this is definitely a portion of his Kakuja kind of wrapping around RC cells, hardening around his arms and shit like that. He has 6 Rinkaku tentacles, and they seem a lot more thin. No mask. So realistically, and his legs look to be have left that springy state and look to be hardened RC cell kind of cognate-like structures as well, similar to the hands. It is almost, if this is leading to full Kakuja evolution, it's almost very much reminiscent of Arata. But ultimately, all full Kakuja cloak the entirety of the body as far as we've seen, and I'll have Kakuja start to ultimately get that kind of cloak, you know, going back to Yamori. If you think about Eto's state as Owl in full Kakuja, it completely encapsulates her body. So this could definitely be still on the track to that evolution, but it's completely different than what we were just seeing. Even the kind of reptilian dragon mass that was forming, the Noro-esque, you know, Eto mouths that were coming up on the tentacles don't seem to be there. Oh my god. Yo. Look at this panel, man. Look at Kaneki's face. That is probably one of the most genuine smiles I've seen from the man in the longest time. Like that it's so different than like those kind of empty smiles or the sadistic smiles that he's had in recent memory. The empty smile that he gives to Toka and stuff like that. Completely different. Dude, you can see it in his eyes. This panel is godly. This panel is fucking godly. Yo, is this a smirk from the god? Is that a smirk? Yo. Son, wait. He's looking at him and he smiles. Arima fucking smiles at the man. Yo, do you know what this means then? Kind of playing that off of the entirety of Arima's dialogue in the last couple of chapters as this fight has persisted. Dude, that's crazy. That means whatever purpose and endgame that Arima sees for Kaneki, he's proving himself to the man right now. He's on that path. He can see that resolve within him, that will to live that's been rekindled. Dude, so many fucking double page spreads right now. 2 in a row. Black and blue, turning and overturning the things I'd chosen countless times, forever repeating the same actions, endlessly useless, ungainly, awkward, indecisive, weak. Son, that is what I am. Holy shit, dude. This dialogue. The man, for him to say these things about himself, and they're all 100% true. I co-sign these statements, except for black and blue, although I guess you could put down that the man has been fucked up time and time again, but I think he means to say black and white. That's what the man should have said. But in all seriousness, turning and overturning the things I'd chosen countless times, forever repeating the same actions, endlessly useless. These are my favorite ones, right? Ungainly, awkward, indecisive, weak. And think about how these descriptors kind of play back to when Kaneki was kind of reminiscing about how everybody that he questioned kind of thought of Arima. And he's wholly looking introspectively at himself right now and seeing the truth, dude. Even though he's recognized it time and time again, he's turned away from it. I need to go back and look at this page real quick. Hold on a second, because in this clash, on the bottom left panel, you see 2 of these tentacles coming from the top near his shoulder blades. And the entirety of this is definitely Kakuja evolution. This is definitely Kakuja evolution, because the entirety of this kind of surrounding is coming out of his lower back, where the Rinkaku Kagane would have protruded from regardless. You see it wrapping around his shoulders, around his right arm, and he's able to transform the claw into almost like a Kokaku blade-like structure. Yo, this is fucking crazy, dude. This is fucking crazy. At death's door, I finally stumbled upon the twisted truth. I don't even know what to say right now. That solidifies it for me right there. Rise, Hide, they've always, at the end of the day, it's all within me, all an extension of myself. He finally recognizes this as well. And to an extent, I would say that he's always known this, that every conception in his mentality has been generated from his own psyche, especially the Hide from last chapter, and indications that even still, dude, this does too many things right now. First of all, the first thing I need to say is this definitely to me indicates that in terms of Kaneki's mental evolution and his growth, and as far as the shattered state of his mind and how it's been pieced together slowly throughout the progression of this series, it's probably the most sound it's ever been, but in a positive light. I said the same thing back when we got the kind of Kaneki transformation with the blood-soaked hair and shit like that. But that was simply because his true memories had been unlocked. So he had a greater grasp of himself, but he'd still been denying and lying to himself about many things, dude, and about how he truly felt about it. The dialogue from last chapter from Hide, even things like the Kafka reference and everything like that, wholly makes you understand that this projection of Hide, just like the one that we got back before he saved Tanami, and he's like, I want to sacrifice myself for someone else just like you, Hide, is generated from the man's psyche. It's not far-fetched to say that Hide wouldn't know these things about Kaneki. No, of course not. But the way that every time he hears something, especially going back to part 1 and the Risei, manifestation in his mind, it was even more so apparent in that. And to an extent, I always believed that he knew, but to hear him actually state this, the people I want to beat, the things I want to be told, Hide'll stop me. As soon as I began to think that, in some part of me, I began wishing for it. Wishing that I'd live. Holy fucking shit, son. Look at this panel, man. This is godly. And ultimately, too, here's the thing before I get swept up in talking about this panel, because I want to talk about this panel right now. But think about it this way. The fact that he admits this, and thinking about the conception that we've seen of Hide in his mind and the dialogue that we've seen as he reminisces about Hide within this arc alone. Very much, and then this is the main key that I continue to point to showcase that potentially Hide is still alive. If those are his, manifestations of and his projections in his mental state, then they're rooted in what he believes to be true in his deepest subconscious. So he genuinely thinks that Hide is dead. Okay, that's why the Hide in his subconscious is telling him, I wish I could have been there with you. I wish I could have lived alongside of you. Don't squander the life that I sacrificed myself to protect. Okay, and that's the exact mentality that Kaneki is operating under right now. And he realizes the error in the way he perceived things prior to this. But ultimately, with the discrepancy between the way the scene happened in part 1 when Hide met him before he went down Route V14, and the way we saw it right before he saved Tanami, the discrepancy between that plus this being 100% acknowledged by Kaneki himself. We as readers definitely knew this to be the case already, but this being acknowledged by the man himself, I can still hold on 100% to Hide being alive, and I'm so happy about that, dude. Because and the thing about it is the only thing that scares me is if I go into my thoughts about Hide, which I plan to do very soon. Trust me, just await that. But the only thing that scares me is if any of the darker realms of those possibilities are correct, what that will do to Kaneki is insane. But at this stage, dude, as they square off right here, dude, the symbolism still have them amongst the flowers. Arima looks like an absolute monster with this armor, though, man. The battle suit, the fucking it's fucking savage. But Kaneki, it's still forming. Each page, it's solidified more and more. Now you see on the right side, it looks like a fucking lance type Kokaku with a blade at the fucking end, all coming out from the Kakuja, starting to wrap around his entire body. His legs are made completely of fortified RC cells. It's only a matter of time till we get the mask and the full envelopment, dude. We're on the cusp of seeing it. That's fucking crazy. And then this shit, fuck, man. I honestly, I was too swept up in the Kaneki greatness but this is just as fucking hype. Furuta, man, look at his face. And I said last week, that's the thing about the way he reacted last week, that half of me thinks that it's classic Furuta trolling. That's how generally that could very well be the case, but it looked like he was genuinely scared shitless when he saw Eto, though. And this is fucking crazy. Look at how huge Eto's fucking Kakuja legs are. And it I love the way that it looks like fucking bird talons right here too. Like the symbolism rooted in aviary things to be the bird cage, the egg, the world. Fucking it's crazy. We can definitely dive into a full discussion about it later, but yo, she's destroying these V members like they're absolutely nothing. They all look nondescript as fuck anyway. You guys suck. Oh my god. What a fiend, dude. Look at that face. No, he's still fucking trolling, man. This man's not, Oh no. Let's talk this over. I think we came in through the wrong door, to be honest. Calm down. Come now. Tea? How about coffee? What the fuck? We've got the special investigator roast. Time out. You know, I think our personalities are really compatible. Why don't we take this opportunity to sit down and get to know each other? Accepting friend request. What the fuck is happening right now? Wait. This man is batshit, dude. I've always known he's a fiend and the god of trolls, okay? And he has his fingers in pretty much everything in this fucking series. But this fucking one speech bubble is batshit crazy. Tea, how about coffee? We've got the special investigator roast. Accepting friend requests. I love the sweating bullets in the panel too, and on his face. I'm sorry. You're a crazy bitch. Okay, what the fuck? This is in his head. You're a crazy bitch, you know. Where'd you even come from? Did you eat that pate and get all worked up, you freak? Fuck. This may very well be. The man is fucking mentally unstable to a large degree that even transcends anything I've seen in like this series is full of batshit insane characters. But this, like, what am I really looking at right here? I can't even tell. That's the thing. He's trolling so hard and so well. I can't tell if he's actually scared or if it's all a fucking facade and an act, or if it's a little bit of both. For him to be thinking this while simultaneously saying all this bullshit, would you like an apology free of charge? But seeming, dude, Furuta, fucking Furuta, he's insane. This dialogue is crazy. No, dude. Whenever I see Al looking like this, man, when I see Eto full Kakuja with the mouth hanging open, I knew you'd say that. The fucking head, what a fiend. Time to scram. And I just have to say right now, we have 204 people in here. That's crazy. Thank you guys for coming through. Let's keep it going. Still have to keep the chat hidden because I don't know what else you guys have said in there. Shake off the past and dash. Holy shit, look at this panel. Nimu dash. What the fuck? Nimu dash like the wind. Furuta is the god of trolls. I'm sorry. This man is an absolute clown to an entirely different level. Like, I've seen my boy Uta pull some shit and everyone in Pierre act like absolute fiends. But this, oh my god. Fight Nimura. This, even the man from V is like, what is this man doing? Yes, fight. Wow. Look at this man, son. I'm sorry. I can't even put my finger on him anymore. He's too elusive. He's too fucking insane. Even that, yo, She fucking split this man's wig. This random V member just got bodied on the side. Oi, quit running. Oi, you even run like a weirdo. You can tell she's mad. She's saying oi. Dude, that's what I was thinking too. Yo, this man, dude, I don't even know how to feel about him. Like, on the one hand, something about him and how fucking twisted and fiendish he is absolutely disturbs me. Like, when we saw his true face when Eto made that dig about the WASHUU, and he was absolutely fucking pissed. I was just like, yo, this man is despicable. He truly is. But at the same time, this god tier level of trolling, it gets me out. This dialogue is fucking crazy. Do I really have to do this alone? Why am I always alone? Dude, this Furuta run is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in the entirety of the series. Thing is, being chased by Eto is no joke, man. It's no fucking joke. And now he's cowering? Let me zoom in on that. You're bigger than I thought. Pause. You're straight up monster. What even are ghouls? This man is purely trolling. This man is fucking trolling. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Eto, you can't 100% buy this act. Those special level V agents, you wipe the floor with them. What do you mean special class level? What do you mean special class level? These fodder? And yes, it's Eto, but they're all nondescript bald motherfuckers. What do you mean special class? I need to see some real... you and Arima are the only fiends out here in V right now that I'm looking at. I mean, Kaiko's visually, Kaiko's absolutely disgusting, but I don't see the man actually going in a fight. Furuta needs to stop playing games, though. I want to see flowers, my dear Furuta. I know, we can go to a flower field. Ah, I hate fighting. What the f... Holy sh... The man... no. Look at this fucking page, dude. The Kakuja was sliced in multiple places. You have fucking limbs being sliced clean off. No fucking... Let's fucking go, son. Yo. Let me get the shades, man. Let me get the shades. I always fucking knew it to be true, man, but this panel, man. Holy fucking shit. Furuta, man. One eye confirmed. Look at his face in this panel. Let's slaughter them. Solve this peacefully. Let's slaughter them like animals. Even in the star and shit. This shit is crazy. This shit is fun. What is with this panel though? Because I'm looking at, and I'm wondering if this is just but what are those penguins? You can see a bit of Furuta's Kagane in this little panel up here. It looks like he's a Rinkaku. Which I'm wondering then if he's an artificial one eye recently, or if this goes back to being bred in the garden. Because here's the thing, being bred, we still don't really understand fully what that means, other than the WASHUU were crafting these individuals, and both Risa and Furuta were bred. You can potentially assume that there were more people in Sunlight Garden that were bred. But hold on a second. Hold on. I still need to go back for a second. But this page is crazy. The point is, though, that if Furuta was in fact made an artificial ghoul after the fact, because I'm guessing by the Rinkaku, it could very well be that Risei's Kakuo was used for this, and before and prior, the man was straight up human and just maybe enhanced, like potentially Arima's. I mean, we don't know for sure if Arima isn't 100%. We don't know 100% for sure that Arima is actually 100% human. But I like to believe that. I like to entertain that fact. I don't think that there has to be a direct correlation between being from the garden and potentially being a ghoul, even knowing the shade behind the garden. So I'm wondering then, what was this done by Kano? Did Kano make Furuta an artificial ghoul? Because think about this, man. The man trolled and baited Eto the entirety of the chapter while she picked off every single V member that was with him. And only after they're all fucking dead does he reveal this. So does that mean he was trying to keep this in his pocket? He didn't reveal it to Kaneki and Hinami. The thing about it is, and I knew from then that he had to definitely be a ghoul from the simple fact that he regenerated. But to actually see this panel is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. What the fuck is up with these penguins though in the background? I don't get it. It's like Yoshida's fucking trolling now, because I have no idea what's up with that. Unless they're trying to tie that to the overarching bird symbolism that's been built up. A flightless bird. This fucking chapter, man, 12 pages. It's fine simply because we had like 3 or 4 double spreads. Next issue in this blood-stained world. He actually fucking... This is crazy, dude. This fight can be fucking something serious right now. Because if Furuta has confidence in going in, and he was able to dismantle Eto's Kakuja with one fucking attack, son. And I doubt Eto's at full strength either. But dude, let's go back and think about some things real quick. Let's go back and think about some things. Then I'm gonna head into the chat, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Seeing this slow evolution of Kaneki, I pretty much already said what I need to say. I guess there wasn't any more. I was expecting to get some more, but as far as Kaneki goes right now, I think I said everything I needed to say. At the end of the day, it's all extension of myself. The things I want to be told. Dude, I can't believe Arima smirked at the man. That's that Kakudori smirk, man. That's that finally. You've proven your worth. Things are finally going the way that I thought they could. The man has been sparing him all match. He said, I could have killed you in 2 seconds over 600 some odd times. Easily, he's trying to force him into something. Easily, he's coaxing a result. And it's finally going down that route. So it's all in service of Kaneki's evolution is what this is telling me. But then what is that? What does that mean for Arima's character then? Will we get revelations here? And then we still have to consider what else is really going to happen with this arc. Compact has been destroyed. Banjo and the rest of them, and Hinami and Toka and Ayato, Renji, they can all dip right now. You still have the reinforcements that Yoshitoki called over to head to Koke. I'm guessing Mogan and Ara are part of that, converging on the spot. I'm still wondering whether or not we're going, which place Amon is going to, whether it's going to be Rue or whether it's going to be Cochlea. A lot of people believe Cochlea. I would love it to be Cochlea simply because I still need a Donato play. I'm sorry, I'm going to be salty if we don't get a Donato play. With these two things that are going on, it's absolute hype. It's crazy. They're 2 penultimate and paramount events of the series, especially this Kaneki versus Arima fight and everything that's unfolding here. These last 5 chapters have been insane. They've been godly. But this setup for Furuta versus Eto and the Furuta revelations. Dude, let's get into the chat right now. Let's get into the chat. I need to look back at a few things, but I want to see what you guys have been saying. And I've definitely missed a shit ton. All I see as I scroll up is a shit ton of penguins. A shit ton of fucking penguins. All right, so I'm gonna go back as far as I can in the chat. He'll be back against the god of death, I'm sure. Eto is queen. I have no idea what you guys were even talking about. Toka ain't shit. Whoa. Let's chill for a second. Eto is a goddess, yes. Furuta stole this chapter, man. I was so fucking hype on the Kaneki developments, but Furuta actually made this chapter. I'm scrolling through these comments mad fast, dude, because half of them are relevant at this point. Nemu Dash, son. I'm sorry, that shit had me. That shit fucking had me. That Nemu Dash shit was hilarious. I'm still I don't know what the fuck is up with the penguin shit, man. Furuta probably wants Eto to kill the V soldiers. No, I definitely think that was part of the plan. The way he reacted, though, let me go back to that, because this initial reaction on page 7 of Manga Stream is fucking that face, the dialogue. It's almost like the man does. You can tell he has a few screws, but it's almost like there's two sides of him, like he has multiple personalities almost. Because for him to be thinking this while saying what he's saying, and granted, he's just a masterful actor, man. The troll is on a tier I've never quite seen before. But things aren't 100% going according to his plan, it seems. Otherwise, he would just... I don't know, though. I really don't know. I that's the thing about Furuta. I can't read him. That's the biggest problem. I don't know why you guys are going on about this Eto versus Toka nonsense. There's no need to do something like this. No point. It's just an act. Oscar level act, man. No, it definitely... Yo, Furuta would definitely get the Oscar, man. He's a Shida personified with the trolling. Oh my god. These comments on point. Special class V agents. Son. If those are top tier V agents, my how much I rate this organization overall, barring their special Furuta and Arima and Kuzen, it's really not doing it, man. I'm not saying anything about it. It's because they're all bald and nondescript. There's only one Saitama. You look there, you can tell that that's fucking Saitama. Eto is, yeah, I'm not even reading that comment, man. KANEKI'S Hide. Whoa. Let's not shit my best boys together like that. There's no need for that, man. There's no need for that. You can throw in my other best boy, my boy WASHUU, if you want to ship somebody with Kaneki. I don't the bromance is all well and good, but if you're trying to ship a dude with Kaneki, it can't be Hide. I need Hide to remain pure and pristine. And control that dude, that final panel though. Dude, all of these fucking penguins are hilarious. These penguins are fucking hilarious. I almost want to title the chapter Penguins, but that would be too much trolling from my part. Penguin equals one-eye king confirmed. No fucking way, son. I don't even know what a penguin Kakuja would look like. Why do people want Ishida to kill my goddess Toka? What is wrong with you guys? I'm finally fucking catching up, man. And before Chibi makes a 20-minute video on penguins, it probably has some significance, man. It probably definitely has some significance. I don't think it's just random as fuck. I'm not sure what, though. There's nothing I can think of. And it might be a result of me not having reread as many times as I've reread part 1. There's nothing in part 1 that I can think of that has anything to do with this, even as it relates to Furuta. But there's nothing, as far as my memory of goes, there could have been something. 7 double spreads, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. I said that, dude. Yeah, all right. That I like that. I said that. So that's what I'm thinking. Bird, a penguin is a flightless bird. If it ties into the bird symbolism with the egg, the world, the bird cage, then you can see, you kind of draw what that symbolism is inferring about Furuta's character, though, is really the question. But I'm really curious about Eto's fodder. No, son. Anybody just all right? Look. Furuta was balling out here. I'm not gonna lie. The man went in this chapter, and he surprised me with how overwhelmingly powerful he seems to be. But let's not fucking discount Eto, okay? And here's the thing about it, man. There have been very few moments, if not, as a matter of fact, it's probably one of the first times in the entirety of the series that I can recall Eto being genuinely surprised for an instant. Okay, there hasn't been a moment other than this where things haven't gone 100% according to Eto's plans and schemes. So I think things are still in line with that, and I think that everybody's fucking plotting right now, dude. Furuta's scheming. Arima has his endgame. Eto has her plan. I want to see Donato make a play. I'm telling you, I want to see Donato make a play, but it's crazy right now how each of these events happening simultaneously will play off of each other. Aspect of him. Why is sending cool to Arno when talking to you? Just one thing, why did he let Kaneki and Hinami slip through? That's probably part of his play. The thing is, I can't 100% put my finger on why. Let her be married there so she can release cognitive about V knowing. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. He baited Eto, waited till every single one of the rest of the members of V were taken out, and then he revealed that he was in fact a one-eye. That alone, if that was a part and parcel of him being bred and from the garden, he had been made a one-eye back then. And I wonder, imagine if being bred then is like Tsunayoshi fucking WASHUU had sex with some ghoul, some female ghoul, impregnated her. Those are real one-eyes that were bred. And I think that Ukina having Eto was probably a more likely scenario, though, than a ghoul having a half-human child, simply because of how Kuzan explained it and the consumption. But given that they had the greatest minds at that time, when Kanou was still there, Chigyo, everybody that fucking founded that German dude that founded and created the Quinkies and shit, I'm guessing that they found a way to make it possible. So that could be one possibility. I don't actually want to go down that route, though. But for it could be a genuine one-eye and not an artificial one-eye. He could also be an artificial one-eye that was made an artificial one-eye during his time in the garden. The point is, if that were the case, he wouldn't be trying to skirt the so-called special class V members that were around him and have them killed out before he made this revelation. I'm guessing that, especially with the whole thing of Kanou's assistant, Kanou's clown, the tie between the two of them, and yes, Furuta has his hands in pretty much everything throughout the series and every organization, but I could definitely see his tie with Kanou being something even closer than every other, than his ties with Piero, you know, CCD, etc., and Kanou having made him an artificial one-eye, potentially using Risei's Kako, especially since he has a Rinkaku. That leads me to kind of lean towards that even more. But ultimately, Furuta is the ultimate fucking clown, man. The guy, the man is a god tier troll. I can't even anymore. I just can't. Yeah, Eto's RC cell count, but it has to be some godly number, man. It really does. Uta's my boy, dude. You guys don't even know. Look at the fucking poster, dude. You guys don't even know. I still expect great things from the man. But the thing about Tokyo Ghoul, and this is how I want to close. This is how I want to close off. So I want to close off because I don't want to get too caught up. It was fun checking out the comments and having them live and everything like that, but I still want, at the heart of it, keep it like a normal TG chapter LR. Chapter is fucking godly. the symbolism, all of this kind of aviary symbolism, but at the same time, Kaneki's growth, this final, his new resolve, this final mental realization. You can see the slow physical change mirroring it already with the return to Shiraneki. That's huge. That's huge in what it represents on many levels. It's something that is too much for me to get into here and that I really need to spend some time talking about, but we'll get into that another time. The Furuta stuff is what's crazy to me. So with that said, man, I'm going to have to get up out of here, but I don't know, Potato. I don't know if you can go back and watch it from the start now. Once I end the stream, it'll be up relatively shortly anyway. My question now, though, is what happens next? Going from here, are we going to stay at the Furuta and Eto fight? We're going to go back to Arima and Kaneki first, or will we have another cut to Ru? I could see another cut to Ru right here. But, and I would be fine with that simply because I don't want too much time to pass at Ru. I really fucking don't, dude. I have for 15 chapters. That's not gonna happen. The thing about it is, many people want to speculate and say that TG is ending soon. I don't. And that's the thing about Ishida and how he can handle this story. It can go any way, dude. He can. People said the world is too big. It can be I can easily see him leaving things unresolved. I can easily see him leaving things unresolved. But I'm one of those that doesn't think that it's ending right here during this arc. No. I think it's too early to speculate about a part 3. It really depends on how long Re continues for and what we have after this. I have my theories as to where the arcs are going to go from here on. We're definitely going to the underground at some point. But with all that said, we'll have there'll be more discussion and more fleshed out videos on all these things that I want to talk about in the near future. Look out for that. Thank you guys for coming through to the stream. It was crazy. I think this is probably the most people I've ever had concurrently in a live stream at one time, beating out the Game of Thrones streams, which is absolutely crazy. But I'm not surprised, simply because it's Tokyo Ghoul, and I know that everybody in this community loves Tokyo Ghoul, which makes me fucking happy, dude, because it's my favorite thing to fucking talk about. Fucking penguins, and yeah. Let me see what else you guys fucking said in the comments before I close this out. Let me look back at the chapter 2 and think about if there's anything else I want to talk about right quick. See, here's the thing too, because normally this is why I like recording a video and uploading it rather than just doing the live reaction, because normally at this point, once I'm done with the live reaction, when I'm recording my video, I chill for a bit. I assess the situation. I think, I ponder something, explore some possibilities, do a little bit of research, and then the last like 3 to 6 minutes of the video, maybe even longer sometimes, where you see that I'll like edit out a portion and there'll be a jump cut. That's the kind of review side of things where I get to kind of give my thoughts, you know, have a more keen eye as to certain things that went down and have some research under my belt about certain things that happened. Like, the only thing I can say about the penguin stuff is what I already said about the flightless bird. But it could have some significance and ties back to things that I just can't see right now because I don't have the opportunity to research it. So that's one of the reasons why I like to do it that way instead. I'm sure you guys notice it too when I do the live reactions like that. There's always that kind of like review section at the end, and I think that's indispensable. I really do. Otherwise, I'd like to return to the days of just doing the straight up review analysis. But I love live reacting to Tokyo Ghoul so much, man. I really do. I don't think I can stop. But let me know what you guys thought of the stream in the comments once it's all said and done. Please, please, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this. If you like my Tokyo Ghoul content in general, you want to see more like side discussion videos and stuff like that, which I'm definitely planning on working on. And aside from that, if you guys have time, leave comments in the video after it's actually up. Just because I want to hear some other thoughts. I didn't really get to see too much of the chat just because I had it hidden for most of this. I didn't want to get spoiled. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say. So let me know your thoughts on the chapter. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.